manga artist, once known simply for her vivid imagination and her storytelling, now being blamed for something no one could have predicted: a sudden, dramatic collapse in holiday bookings to Japan from several Asian countries. A single chapter in her work, a chapter that depicts, with chilling detail, a catastrophic tsunami said to strike Japan in the year 2025. At first, it was just fiction, another page in another manga. But somewhere along the way, that fiction began to feel real. The images spread. The theories began. But why are people canceling trips over a story? Some of you might have heard about the prediction of Ryo Tatsuki. A manga artist from Japan is gaining global attention for her shocking predictions about the future. Tatsuki has made headlines forecasting major events that later turned true. Now, her warning about a possible disaster in the month of July. She is being compared to the famous Bulgarian mystic Baba Vanga for her surprisingly accurate predictions, because some of her visions about global events have come true. She shares her predictions through comic books, turning her visions into illustrated stories. She is known for predicting the Great East Japan earthquake and the COVID-19 pandemic. One of her most well-known works is titled "The Future I Saw." The cover of the original, published in 1999, refers to a great disaster occurring in March 2011. The date Japan experienced a deadly earthquake and tsunami. In a new edition containing additional material that was published in 2021, Tatsuki said the next major disaster would occur on July 5, 2025. While there is no scientific basis to the claims, but there are some online speculation. As we already know, Japan 2011 tsunami killed more than 18,000 people in northeast Japan and triggered the triple meltdown at Fukushima nuclear power plant, she stated in the book. The seabed between Japan and the Philippines will erupt, and tsunamis will surge into countries around the Pacific. The height of the tsunami will be about 3 times that of the Great East Japan earthquake. But it looks like her prediction has already started taking place. A powerful 6.5 magnitude earthquake struck the eastern region of the Philippines on June 24 from Bangkok. Meanwhile, tremors were also reported in both Thailand and Myanmar. In Thailand, a 1.9 magnitude earthquake was recorded. In neighboring Myanmar, 2 consecutive quakes were reported. The first, measuring 1.8 magnitude, struck at 1:20 a.m. about 52 kilometers in the district province. Just 4 minutes later, a second quake of 2.5 magnitude occurred at 1:24 a.m. Philippines is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, an arc of intense seismic activity that stretches from Japan through Southeast Asia and across the Pacific Basin. The Ring of Fire is a string of volcanoes and sites of seismic activity, or earthquakes, around the edges of the Pacific Ocean. Roughly 90% of all earthquakes occur along the Ring of Fire, and the ring is dotted with 75% of all active volcanoes on Earth. Japan is a country located in a highly seismically active region known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. This geological phenomenon, characterized by tectonic plate boundaries and associated volcanic activity, plays a significant role in causing natural disasters in Japan. According to her, she had a vision of the waters of the Pacific Ocean south of Japan rising up, just like bubbles suddenly rising up when a sloppy soup comes to a boil. Ryo did not know whether it was an undersea volcanic eruption or a bomb explosion. Ryo had another dream about the same catastrophe. She was looking at the Earth from the sky. Suddenly, the ocean floor between Japan and the Philippines burst with a bang. As a result, large waves spread in all directions on the ocean surface, and a huge tsunami swept over the countries around the Pacific Ocean. The tsunami was huge, perhaps 100 feet high, 3 times the Great East Japan earthquake tsunami, wave height of 33 feet. The tsunami inundated 1/3 to 1/4 of the Pacific side of the Japanese archipelago. The impact of the wave pushed up the land, so it seemed as if Hong Kong, Taiwan, and even the Philippines were connected by land. Tatsuki says that her prophecies follow a 15-year cycle. She foresaw the 2011 disaster in Tohoku in March 1996. But should something she predicts not occur, then an additional 15 years should be added, so the next time for it to occur would be 30 years from now, or 45 years, and so on. Tatsuki also predicted the deaths of Freddie Mercury in 1991. and Princess Diana in 1997. But some people speculate that Ryo's March 2011 prophecy was just a coincidence, not the fulfillment of her prophetic dream. The volcanic chain of Tokara Islands in southern Japan has triggered hundreds of tremors over 2 weeks. Japan Meteorological Agency had recorded at least 900 quakes, including several above and 3.5 and others strong enough to reach a seismic intensity of 4. According to the data, the strongest events so far have been in the 5.1 range, with depths generally around 10 to 20 kilometers. Shaking has been widely felt across Toshima village and nearby islands, though no major damage or injuries have been reported. You can hear a strange roar from the ocean before the quakes hit, especially at night, a local resident explained. Some ghost houses on the Tokara Islands have stopped accepting tourists because of the earthquakes. Some tourists have cancelled their plans because of Tatsuki's prediction about a mega tsunami. We don't know whether it's a fictional or real-life situation, because dreams can sometimes act as a gateway, either to another realm, or even to the future. Psychology suggests that dreams are expressions of the unconscious mind and its desires. But at the same time, dreams can also be a part of a spiritual journey.